All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Get Real. The show is hosted by me, Peniel.
Me, Ashley.
And maybe
Yes, and yes, we are going to get honest about all the ups and downs of young adulthood, but from our perspectives.
Our perspective.
Worst lead ever,
Yes.
Peniel. That was like the most amateur lead of
I'm
all.
just reading what's on the script.
Ashley should do it. Ashley's been DJing for like how long?
I know.
Peniel
but-
was a DJ too.
Was it DJ for what?
But why you think I got fired?
아 너도 TBS였지?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay,
Oh my
did I get
gosh.
fired? I don't know. Hit me up. Did you fire me or? Anyways, yes. Today we have our very special guest. You guys probably recognize his voice already, but yes, please welcome Han Heejun.
Finally.
Before we start off on anything, I just want to dedicate this broadcast. What do you call this podcast?
Podcast.
Yeah, to our beloved Diane.
Diane.
She's been trying to manage this for a long time,
I know.
and it's been months now. And then
Oh
it
yeah,
finally happened.
weren't you supposed to come on like 40th something episode?
Yeah, it just didn't click. And then Diane and I have just been texting a lot for that. And
Oh,
thank you for that. Sorry, Diane. I love you.
You're so busy.
All right, well, yeah, special shout outs to Diane for making this episode possible.
Yes.
Uh, without you, he would not be sitting here right now.
I know, seriously, Diane, you're the best. My first time being on a podcast.
Woo.
Very excited.
Really?
Welcome.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
welcome.
nice.
So I don't
nice.
even know how it's going. I don't even know how
I mean,
it's going to
it's similar
record.
to radio, but it's just more free. You could say like brands if you want. You could
Oh,
cuss if you
yes.
want.
Yeah.
Who listens to this though? Who's going to?
Excuse me?
No, I'm just curious. Like, who's going to listen to this?
Me, BM, and Ashley.
Is this going to be on YouTube?
Yeah.
It's
all around the
on
world.
And
Spotify, Apple
Apple
Music.
Music.
Oh,
It's
that's
on all that
cool. I'm
stuff.
too old for this, man. So people download this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't listen to this in
Or
car.
they stream it. They stream it.
They
Yeah.
stream it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense. All right. here we go.
Anyways, yes. Today's episode, we are going to be talking about K-pop.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Why?
subject.
Because Heejun said he wanted to.
What the? Really?
Oh, okay. Yes. And back in the early 2000s, the term K-pop wasn't even familiar to Koreans.
Yeah.
Was it really K-pop? Maybe. Anyways, yes. But during the past decade, the industry has shown rapid growth. But where do we go from here? All right. To interact with us, follow us on our socials at The Dive Studios, or leave us a comment on our full episodes when the video is up on youtube.com/divepods.
Yeah.
Also, follow the podcast on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts so more people can know about this awesome show and join in on the fun.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I want to clarify. I wanted to talk about K-pop, but Diane texted me, "What do you want to talk about?" I said, "I don't know, K-pop," not knowing this is going to be like 2-page series. I thought it was just gonna be whatever, you know. I couldn't pick the topic right away because I was in the car. I was in a rush. I was like, K-pop, let's do it. And then I didn't know it was gonna be like.
Oh, do
But
you
you
want
did.
to talk about something else?
No, it's fine. But I
Okay.
have realized you guys are all in the K-pop anyways.
Yeah.
Hard, Elite Code used to be, and B2B now. So
Yeah.
I just thought you guys never talked about K-pop before.
We like little sprinkles here and there.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
never the main subject.
We
Yeah.
talked
Oh,
about
진짜?
our experiences
We
as
talked
like
about
K-pop
pop,
artists,
too.
but
Yeah.
pop culture.
Pop culture.
But yeah, we're gonna dive into like K-pop today. So
I'm surprised you guys haven't talked about it for 50th episode. What did you guys talk about before?
Whatever she told us to talk about.
You guys are a main core of K-pop, and you guys never talked about K-pop.
She never told us to talk about.
we saved it for you.
I'm not
so-
even a K-pop singer. 오늘은 약간 얘네들이 주인공이네. You guys
No,
could be
you
like
were
an
a
No,
K-pop
you're the-
star. You were an American Idol.
See, that's
Yeah.
American Idol. I'm not
Okay,
a K-pop
whatever.
star.
Well, the American Idol turned into a K-pop star.
Well, I have nothing to talk about K-pop. But I just want to talk about like the reality of K-pop. Let's just say.
Okay.
Because
we could
people
do that.
actually tune in. I have realized
Oh,
a
that's
lot of
fake.
people are. Peniel, listen to your guest.
Oh, I'm listening.
So
I'm multitasking.
when K-pop은 약간 international, and
Yeah.
people
Uh-huh.
look up to you guys, and I am assuming people who's watching this are more of fan of, K-pop. I guess I
Mhm.
assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
그러면은 I feel like we have 뭐라 그러지? Justice to talk about the reality of realistic goal of K-pop.
We're
Right,
about
right,
to
right.
go into a really dark place then.
There we
Yeah.
go. That's
I'm-
where I wanna go,
That's where
BM.
you wanna go?
I might
That's-
not be able to talk today.
because people think it's really fancy things, but it's really not.
It really
and then
isn't.
I feel like you guys should definitely talk about it and cry about it and make it a.
Cry about it. Okay.
Who's good at crying? Who's good at crying? You good at crying? You,
Me.
you. That's your job today.
I might really
근데 진짜
cry.
ironically, I saw you for the first time when you were a rookie, like very first year when I was in
yeah,
LA.
yeah.
I saw BM when he was training.
Yeah.
When you were like really small and skinny back then.
No, I
He
was
was never
bigger.
small.
Were
Oh
you
wait,
bigger?
unless you saw me when I like really lost weight one time.
I
There
think
was
that
one
was it,
time.
yeah.
that might have been it.
Yeah, when you're trying, and I saw Ashley when I was in junior high school. So I saw you,
In
all of you
junior
guys.
high?
When
You guys were such a 막 가수가 될 in the borderline of becoming
Yeah, yeah,
K-pop
yeah.
singers.
yeah.
So you guys could talk about the dark days.
How old are you? Why you sound so old when you're like? I saw you when you were young.
니네 말이야.
You're only 2 years older than me.
That's true. So okay, hi, this is Heejun, and I'm a singer in Korea. Currently, a radio DJ and hosting other shows
Mhm.
Yo.
and writing scripts and
What? Scripts in.
Not songs, scripts.
writing songs too.
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and all that. But enough about me, guys.
Yeah, you want to go down the rabbit hole now?
Yeah, let's go. Lead us into it.
Oh gosh.
Where are we?
Well, let's start off with when we were kind of first exposed to K-pop. What did you guys think of it?
Okay, exposed.
I was-
What's the K-pop though? Like 많은 음악 장르들이 the genre of the music differentiated by the beat, as you all know.
Yeah.
If it's hip-hop, go do da do 뭐 if it's electric, do 다 비트로 나눠지잖아요.
Yeah.
But K-pop is not a genre of a music.
Yeah.
But K-pop
Right.
is more of a cultural thing.
Yeah.
So when did you guys actually first exposed by the K-pop cultural thing, I guess?
Well, you know, I used to think it was a genre.
Okay,
So what I
me
thought
too.
K-pop was when I was really young. You know what candy pop is?
Candy pop.
Candy pop is like really, really bright and like
like
cute.
Japanese.
Like Japanese.
Mhm.
There's a lot of candy pop in Japan too. That's what I thought K-pop was because that's just what it looked like to me and that's what it sounded like to me when I was really young. But I was first exposed to K-pop. The first time I thought K-pop was dope was when I first heard Big Bang and when I saw Jay Park do his R&B thing.
when
Mm.
was this? When
That was it was like 6-7 years ago, I think.
very first time when
Yeah.
J-Pop got out of the JYP.
Yeah.
did this
When
thing?
he started
Okay.
doing his solo thing.
Yeah.
So for me, it was really fresh. I was like, oh snap, no, K-pop is actually pretty dope.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I personally just wasn't into candy pop and stuff since I was a big hip hop head at the time.
Yeah.
But seeing Big Bang do that and seeing Jay Park do that, I was like, okay, shoot, maybe like this could be, this could be really, really dope.
Mm.
Right, right.
Yeah, that kind of helped me transition into K-pop. What about you
Oh,
guys?
Yeah.
I mean, I was exposed to K-pop at a very young age, like
Uh-huh.
since the mid 90s. Why does that sound so long ago? Mid 90s.
I mean, it is.
I mean, my
Yeah, it
dad
is.
was in the music industry, kinda. He was
Oh.
like in a band, so he loved singing. And me
Ooh.
and my mom just would always watch those music shows. You know, back then they had the similar music broadcast shows, but it was called
Yeah.
something
the
else,
names
like
are a little
Music
different,
Camp or something like that.
Camp.
And I was a huge fan of Pinker.
Hey.
진짜로?
So I like collected all of their CDs at a young age. I used to
Wow.
buy their music sheets and like try to play their song on the piano. So Pinker was like my first idol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, your hair kind of got like a little finger
Yeah.
vibe going on right now.
Is that what's
Oh.
happening right now, or are you just lazy?
What
with
do you
your
mean
hair?
lazy? This
Just
takes
kidding.
work. Excuse me.
Oh.
Excuse
she,
me.
got, she got so offended. Whoa!
Whoa!
Lights out!
You know what that means? okay.
Damn, she got so offended she cut the lights. Damn,
진짜
this takes work.
when Ashley did her first meeting with the agency in Korea,
Uh-huh.
I was there. Remember
What?
that?
The company.
In a city, when you did a meeting with Polaris, I was there for the first time. When you did
You
a,
were?
I was.
You guys
Remember?
were label
In New
mates,
York?
right?
Yeah, in New
yeah.
York. When you actually first, oh my god, she doesn't even remember this.
I didn't even go to Polaris at first. I was at Cube.
Exactly. When you were meeting the Cube guy, I was next to you.
You were?
Oh my god! In a Korean Koreatown restaurant. Remember that?
That's messed up, Ashley. You don't
That's-
remember your boy
wow.
Heejun? That's shady, bro.
You were in
Yeah.
Cube, and then they take you out to the other place. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, but that wasn't in New York.
Yes, it was.
You know, forget it. You know,
Okay, when is your first time, or what's your memory of your first time meeting him then?
Oh, it was in junior high school. I was a freshman. He was a.
let's not talk.
I was
about
in
it.
seventh
You guys
grade.
went to
He
the
was
same
in.
school?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was
In LA? Wait, no,
in
you
New York.
in
Oh,
New
you
York.
used to be in New York?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
I go
What? I
We're
didn't know
both
this.
from Queens, New York. We went to IS 25 together.
Yeah.
I was in seventh grade. He was in ninth grade back then. But I didn't really know him back then. Like,
Yeah.
I was with the cool people, and he was with this like.
That is very accurately true.
Did you know all of her ex-boyfriends that went to jail too?
Did you meet them?
No, he knows all of my ex-boyfriends.
Oh, God.
I did.
Even the one that went to jail?
No,
One of them
if I
went to
say his
jail.
name, he might know.
Oh.
I know
Remember-
everyone.
From IS 25.
You actually went out with him too?
No, I didn't go out with him. I
Golly.
said I had a crush on him. I didn't date
Oh,
him.
right, oh, right,
yeah,
right,
my
right,
first
right.
crush went to jail.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
boy,
That's
she
good.
likes
okay,
jail
just
boys.
beep everything out.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, Ashley was a really queen of junior high school. That just
No,
broke
I
down.
wasn't.
Everyone like loved like she was she's really gorgeous right now, but she was gorgeous back then.
Wow.
But
look
she
at
was-
you go.
Freakishly tall. I mean short.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Breakers should call? I mean, sure.
No, she was really short with the same figure at the face. So when she was sitting down, everyone thought that she was gorgeous. But when she stood up, it was like, oh, that's it. And, and everyone just like, oh. Anyway, so she was cool people, and I was a really bad one. And then we ended up going to a same acting. Was it? Even before that, we went to a same agency back in New York.
Yeah, where we were scammed.
Yeah.
There were a lot of.
Oh, you guys go back. No, yo, dude.
Yeah.
we went some
Dude.
different man.
Wow.
You guys got scammed together?
So she
Yeah.
was, no, even before that actually, she was a backup dancer for this other artist called Jenny back in New York. She's doing all this neighborhood kind of 행사 and all that.
Uh-huh.
And then I used to be an MC for our 동네 행사.
Yeah.
So you would
Dang.
MC.
Yeah.
And next
I would come out
next
and
up
dance.
is Jenny, and then you'd be in the back.
Yeah.
At her mom's venue.
Oh my
Dang,
goodness.
everything's connected.
Yeah,
Wow.
seriously.
Yeah, and then after that, we went to same acting academy,
Mhm.
and then we got scammed at that one too.
Wow.
We had a scam.
There were a
life.
lot of con mans back then, especially related to entertainment, because
Yeah.
it was the boom back
Exactly.
then. And
Right.
you know, in New York and America, we didn't really have a lot. So everyone was trying to establish an entertainment company.
Yeah.
And the first place we went to, they were bankrupt. Like they shut down without even telling you. They ran away.
They did.
Yeah, they ran away.
They ran
The second
really
dance
fast.
school we went to,
Yeah.
they ran away too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like-
With your guys' money?
Well, like
Dang.
we just paid for the lessons, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they.
And then you got no lessons.
yeah.
Yeah. that's the foundation of K-pop, I guess. People
It
run
is.
away.
So yeah, it's not a good first image of K-pop for you guys.
What I
Very
mean,
fast.
I hear a lot of stories, and I feel like K-pop. Even now, there's a lot of scamming going on. Like, hey, I'll turn you into
Yeah.
a celebrity. You come
Yeah,
work with
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
I'll make you a
I'll
superstar.
make you a
like-
star. I'll
That's how she got really scared. So when we were in an acting academy, she doesn't remember, but I remember this clearly.
Uh-huh.
One of the other student was interested
Yeah.
at her figure, like Kim Yeona kind of look. And then she said,
Yeah.
"Oh, 오빠 거기서 또 사기치는 것 같아. 무서워." So I went with her. She doesn't remember.
Oh, that's messed up.
Wow.
And then
do you
I-
remember now?
And then
Wow.
right there, I took my time to protect my sister, and she doesn't remember. And then I text her
Damn.
at the end. It's like, do not sign. It feels like we've been scammed a lot, and I smell it really bad. And then she said, okay, and then she took up to Korea.
So I did sign.
You did sign,
Oh.
and then that's
So
how
I
it
didn't
happened.
listen to you.
That's how your K-pop life started. You signed, and then you went off to Korea.
Yeah.
So
But
pretty
it was
much.
for Cube.
So pretty much you were like, protect me. And he was like, I'll protect you. And you were like, no, thank you. And then he just left.
Pretty much.
I guess.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's like, hey, I need some advice. What should I do? Do this. Okay, I'm gonna do the opposite.
Bye. All right, Ashley. See you soon. That's what exactly happened. So that's the life of K-pop that Ashley had.
Right.
Scam after scam.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of over in K-pop.
Yeah.
I mean, just in entertainment in general, but in K-pop, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Did you guys know a lot of like famous companies are run by gangsters in Korea too?
Yeah.
It used to be,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
they put that in. People need to
Still?
know. I mean,
They-
from
I know back in the
Started.
day, but
Psst, hi. It's producer Diane, and I have a fun fact for you. It's not a secret. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's just a fun fact. Fun fact. Most home remedies and over-the-counter acne products don't work, and even worse, they can really damage your skin. I've been there. I have acne scars that have lasted months, if not maybe a year, because I was silly and was picking at it, and I was using products that, you know, smelled good but wasn't quite good for me. And that's me being boo boo the fool and paying the price. But I don't want you to pay the price, okay? That's why we're excited to partner with Apostrophe, the sponsor of this episode. Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. Apostrophe connects you with a board-certified dermatologist who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. Simply fill out Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals and medical history, then snap a few selfies, and your dermatologist will create your customized treatment plan. Apostrophe treats acne, and they can also help you hit your other skincare goals like reducing redness, wrinkles, and even dark spots. Like, I've said this before, but my skincare goals, I just want to have this even tone so that I can get away with basically not wearing foundation, but maybe look like I'm wearing foundation. I'm also very concerned about like the texture of my skin. I wish things could be like smoother. So, and it's important for me to hit that because as I get older, so does my skin, but I don't necessarily want it to look older, you know? And so therefore, I'm really grateful that we have a special deal for our audience. Save $15 off your first visit with a board-certified dermatologist at apostrophe.com/getreal when you use our code GETREAL. This code is only available to our listeners. To get started, just go to apostrophe.com/getreal and click begin visit, then use our code GETREAL at sign up and you'll get $15 off your dermatology visit. That's apostrophe.com/getreal and use that code GETREAL to get your dermatology visit and save $15. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring the podcast.
I didn't really know much about K-pop. I used to listen to punk rock,
yeah.
and
No,
then
you did not. Did you really? Back
I
in
used to
States?
I used to listen to punk rock,
Ah,
like
진짜?
Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, All Time Low,
Oh.
Sum 41,
Sum 41's good.
like all of them. And then I started hanging out with my Korean friends more around like middle school,
Oh.
high school-ish. And then obviously all of them were like listening to K-pop, and there were a bunch of people from Korea. Do you guys remember Fobs? The word Fobs?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Is
Fresh
fun.
off
that, is
the
that
boat.
is that okay
Like
to use?
inappropriate?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So yeah,
I
and
mean,
then they were
everyone
like,
called me a fob.
yeah, they were like,
Yeah.
there were like a bunch of fobs and stuff at our church too. So then they all like
Into the
spread
K-pop,
like
yeah.
K-pop, and then I was just like, oh, okay, like this is pretty cool. But
Mm.
I had no idea what it was, right? I was just like, oh, it's in Korean. Okay, K-pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and then one of my friends said that they were gonna audition, so I just followed them.
아,
And-
진짜?
Oh yeah.
and I got in. So I just kind of
But
That
the
was-
friend didn't.
yeah, my friend didn't get
Oh,
in though.
shit. Who?
Yeah.
Do you remember who it was?
Yeah,
Is
Is
it
he
she
in
or
it?
he?
she.
Is she in the
그랬어.
industry now?
Nope.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
if she didn't make it that long.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's
wow.
not all, sunshine and rainbows out here.
yeah.
You did
Oh,
yourself
yeah.
a favor, kind of.
B2B가 어디냐? 큐브?
Cute.
Yeah, cute.
그럼 같이 you guys are in the same company before?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I saw
I
her for
mean-
like 2 months and then she left.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Good talk, guys.
Yeah, good talk.
See you guys next week.
All right, next week. We went down the rabbit hole. I mean, I can't go much deeper than this.
Wait,
I can't tell you. You can. You guys
He,
can.
Heejun, when was the year when you came out on K-pop Star?
K-pop star.
That was after American Idol. right?
Yes. I was never interested in K-pop. Or I
Yeah.
really just was not. You know what? Can I be honest? I am not really a fan of K-pop
Even now?
I am now
Okay.
that I am a host of the show. K-팝은 음악 장르가 아니라고 생각했어.
Right.
Uh-huh.
왜냐면 음악 장르는 they need specific melodies
Yeah.
or at least
Right. Like a
Instruments.
beat,
Beat.
a rhythm, something.
but K-pop I feel like it was 그냥 인종, just race.
Yeah.
그런 거였어. It was just
Mm.
really not soulful.
K-pop.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like when Ashley said she's gonna take off to Korea, I literally said, do not sell your soul to something that's not real. You know? K-pop to me it was never a real thing. So-
I didn't sell my soul though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And my perception changes really slowly. 그리고 ASC라는 프로그램을 하면서 after
yeah,
school
you're
프로그램 걸
hosting.
하면서
right.
많이 바뀌었지. Changed a
Ah.
lot. So much respectful for all these K-pop singers out there in Korea right now because 음악 방송을 처음 한 거야. 한국 와가지고 음악 방송 처음 했는데
Yeah.
와 진짜 너무 힘든 거야.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Did you guys actually went through the schedule that you guys had to do in a podcast? No, right?
What do you mean?
What's good?
뭐 아침에 언제
Oh,
일어나가지고
talk about,
하는
no,
거?
not
Ah.
in detail, but I'm sure they know because they heard a lot of stories about idols
와.
with music
진짜.
podcasts.
When I was watching 뭐 인기가요 뭐 그런 거 보면 all these K-pop singers looking pretty and all that shit and I go 뭐야 저게 음악이야. 막 그랬었어.
Yeah.
그러다가 and I was on that stage
Mm-hmm.
and I had this thing where I know my you know I can do better than all these guys
Mm-hmm.
and I went up to the stage and I'm like 못 하겠는 거야. I'm like 너무 떨려가지고
You're nervous,
and I
huh?
can't
Yeah,
even find the
nervous.
camera right.
Oh, the red light. The red
Yeah.
light.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
And I'm just the guy who's standing there and singing. And you guys are dancing crazy and just looking at the camera with a great expression and all that. And I'm just the guy who's singing ballad. And I can't even do that right. And then that's my first time got up there, messed up whole lyrics.
You did?
It got
Oh, God.
everything mixed up.
Oh my
Yo.
god.
And then 가자마자 막 삑사리가 나고 I never get 삑사리 in my life.
You
Uh-huh.
cracked? Was it bad?
진짜 심하게.
Really?
It's like, "Ah!" and then everyone just looked at me. I'm like, what the is going on, man? And I'm like, what is happening? And after that stage,
you're like, I don't know what the going on either.
완전 total respect for all these artists, even the rookies, because you guys go up in like 4 a.m. in the morning, get your done.
Yeah.
그리고 막 가가지고 리허설하고 막 그렇게 the great performance 그런 거 하면 보면서 respect가 생겼지. Before, I had no respect for K-pop.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
being
yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Let's just
that's,
put it that
that's
way.
understandable though.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
sure a lot of people have like the same perspective as you,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then they never stood on the stage or anything, so they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
either.
Exactly.
yeah.
And I feel like even if, let's just say, the greatest artist of all time, Bruno Mars, whoever comes to 인기가요 and whoever, 니네처럼 못해. 왜냐면, because you guys do it weekly,
Mm-hmm.
every day, literally every day, Monday through Sunday, you guys have music programs, right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
literally one like every day now. I
근데
think.
back in States, there's no programs like that. So they're not
Yeah.
really trained. But
Right,
you guys are
right.
all trained for performing really well. But Bruno Mars and all these huge artists are only trained for one specific program, like Super Bowl and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Train on rehearsal for a month. 그리고 하는 거잖아.
Yeah.
But then you guys only do rehearsal for like two times and do that. That's why I have huge respect for all these K-pop rookie artists too. They're so good. All
Yeah.
right, let's just put it
Yeah.
that way.
A lot of physical stress comes with it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, even for Kingdom, this time when we did the performance stage, we practiced 2 full days.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's it.
How many hours?
Like I think it was from like 10 to maybe like 12ish or
Yeah.
1.
Oh my goodness.
And then it was 2 days, and then it was like the 동선 rehearsal right away.
Yeah.
We did that once, so it was technically like 3 times. And then it was the day of the shoot. We got to do like rehearsal like 3 times, and then
Yeah.
the actual shoot, you can only do it once.
Is it live?
Sheesh.
It's not. They shoot it like it's live though,
Oh.
so it's
Yeah.
like even if you do like perfectly, like you don't mess up a single time during the rehearsals.
And you messed
But then let's
up.
say they're like, okay, it's like 본 녹화 갈게요. It's like, all right, we're gonna do the actual shoot now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you mess up during the actual shoot, that's what goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we were only able to practice like 3 times.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Before.
You guys did awesome though. How do you
And-
memorize that in 2 days?
My brain is fried right now.
Oh my
Seriously,
god.
man. 그건
That's
진짜
insane.
세계에서 제일 잘할 걸. I think the world best when it comes down to performing. I think
Seriously.
K-pop is the best.
No,
Yeah.
they memorize the moves so fast.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the like the oldest guy after me, he was 98년생.
아 진짜.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
And then I'm just like in the corner. I'm like, hold on, what was the next move again? And then they're like, oh, 음악으로 한번 맞춰볼까? They're like, oh, should we try like matching it with the music? I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
They're fast.
I'm like, what
These
the?
young bloods.
They're
I'm like-
getting
I'm like,
faster and faster.
Put me in the back. Put me in the back.
그렇지. Can we actually talk about your train? Because I never had a trainee ears.
Oh, okay.
I was just super talented, so I never.
Right. You just. I mean, American Idol, dude. Yeah, dude.
That must have been nerve wracking.
Well, no, not really. Not knowing what's happening. And American Idol, you guys know, States production gives
Yeah.
you so much time.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Dang, I didn't know
That's
that.
crazy.
State production gives you so much room, so much beneficial thing. Like they give you food and all that shit. Let's just say you're in a competition in Korea. They don't let you sing the songs that you like to sing. They choose it for you.
yeah,
They
yeah,
give
yeah.
you like the list and shit.
Yeah.
Times.
But in American Idol, you just do whatever you want because it's up to you. And that's the huge difference.
Mm.
And the biggest difference of it all is that judges in Korea just goes like this, you know.
Mhm.
Let's see what you got, you know. Let's see if you crack under pressure.
Uh,
And in state, they go, "Oh my gosh, you're so good. Let's just see more," you know.
oh.
약간 so it's 조금 달라.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess-
I feel like
yeah.
that's very like Korean and American kind of.
Wow.
I feel like sometimes cracking under pressure, testing under pressure is good.
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
praising
yeah.
is good, but it's a big difference.
For sure, for
Huge
sure.
difference. And in Korea, when you do a competition, note this, guys, if you guys want to try for a competition, they take your cell phone away.
Why?
Oh, what?
I have no
They
idea.
didn't take my phone away.
They didn't.
Wait, what season were you on?
Were you in K-pop
I was
star?
in
Yeah,
season
he was
one.
in K-pop star.
Why were you in K-pop star?
It might have been it might have been all the ups we did in season 1 that made you guys get your phones taken away.
Exactly. That's what exactly
Yeah,
happened.
might have
Oh
been.
yeah, I
that
do
might have been.
remember.
So
There
it's
was a
his fault, your
girl.
phone.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
your phone taken
Well, I
away.
mean, I was good. I was a good guy. I didn't do anything with my phone. But
Yeah.
When we were in a living in the same apartment, they took our phones away.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Did they take my phone?
Yeah.
No, they didn't take my phones at that time.
They take my
That
phones
sounds
away.
like a company that like just debuted you guys or
Exactly.
something.
And I said, back then I was fresh from the States, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And eventually I ended up giving it up, but they take your phones away, man.
Really?
It's literally
What
just
the-
insane.
They don't
I
want you
didn't. I didn't give it.
You didn't?
Yeah, when we first debuted, I remember I forgot what happened, but then the managers got mad and they were like, "All right," because we didn't get our phones taken away from the beginning,
Oh, okay.
and then afterwards they were like, "Everyone, like, leave your phone at the dorms from now on," and then they were like, "Anybody have an objection?" And I was like, and they're like, "Why?" And I was like, "I want to carry my phone around," and they're like, "Why?" And I was like, "I don't know, like the time difference and everything." So it's like I want to talk to my parents, and they're like, "Work hard then."
Oh, okay.
And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
I was like, "What does that have to do with my phone?" And they're like, "Just work hard." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then I left my phone at the dorms, and then I just put everything on my iPad.
Yup, that's how you do
That's
it.
how you do it, right?
Yeah,
how you
and then
do
they
it.
were like, "We told you not to bring your phone around." I was like, "No, this is my iPad."
Didn't you take your phones away when you were a trainee?
They
When you're a
did,
trainee,
yeah.
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 They did a lot, and if I needed it or wanted to record myself doing something,
right,
and,
right.
like, I would need to get consent from them to have it
Okay,
back.
right,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
So I felt like I was paying for my phone, but I needed their consent to borrow my own
Yeah.
phone
Yeah,
throughout the day.
dude.
Like what?
그리고
Especially when you're a trainee, yeah.
We even had journals as trainees that we would write in and submit every day, and they would read
Oh
over it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
yeah.
would
Oh.
like give us feedback.
I remember seeing,
Yeah.
cute people doing that. I had no
Yeah.
idea what they were doing.
And we had to weigh ourselves every time we come and
That-
down.
That was
Um,
embarrassing.
Man.
Man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Did you do it too?
Yeah.
Imagine being writing journals. That's so funny.
You know,
dude.
for some odd reason. No. Hey, the journal thing was okay. I was like, man, whatever. I'll just like half what I did today.
So
And, like,
funny.
You know, it was cool. But the weighing thing, oh my gosh, dude.
Did they weigh you in front of everyone?
Everyone is in
Oh
line.
my god.
Of
For
course.
what?
Just
To
to
get
get
weighed.
weighed.
Wait, were you Big Matthew or Big Matthew?
I was Big Matthew.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was waiting in line.
cute.
Obviously, I'd be last, so I would hope like whoever like it was first would weigh and get away. You know, go
Right,
away.
right.
Everyone stayed and they're just like looking at the thing. I'm just like,
the
damn, that's
hell?
whack. I never took it to heart, but every time I was on, I was like, take off my earrings, take off my necklace, take off every article of
I
clothing.
know what that is
You know what I
like.
mean?
Yeah.
And then
I
and
never
then,
took it to heart, but I'm gonna try my best.
yeah, no, my dumb. For some reason, I would think like holding my breath on top of the thing would like make me
Yeah.
lighter, like make me float or something. I'd be like,
아 진짜 몇
Wouldn't
킬로
that-
원래
wouldn't
what
that
was
add
the
weight?
what was
Oh
the
my
limit
God.
though that you guys had to keep?
well,
Or
that would be
the goal?
based on what you look like.
아 진짜.
So I had a belly at the time, and I wasn't like, and especially since I have height too. In comparison to the other guys that didn't have as much height and they were skinnier,
Right.
I just stood out like a sore thumb.
Okay.
I was huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every time I'd be like, all right, you need to cut weight. You need to cut weight. You need to cut weight. And then there was one time where I cut I was like going from 84 to 85 kilos back and forth. But
Oh.
I didn't have as much muscle as I did now.
Mm-mm.
There was one time I dropped 10 kilos to 74.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
goodness. Everyone was like, dude, you look like you not healthy right
That's
now.
why
Yeah.
when you saw him.
I think that
Yeah,
was
that was
it.
probably when, yeah.
그러니까
어?
그런
That's my
그런 거
weight
있어.
right now.
Did you had a problem with the weight too?
Yeah. No, I had a problem because they started weighing me.
That's
never
what
had an
happened to everyone,
issue,
huh?
But yeah, after I came to Korea, I started to gain weight because of
맞아.
the stress and the pressure.
Yeah.
Every time we had to weigh ourselves, I would tell my friend like, "Yo, pull my hair off so I could like subtract some weight." And
Like holding you up.
yeah. And I would just feel bad, especially because I started at a later age. I started as a trainee when I was like 20.
Yeah.
But
right,
there were
okay.
I had dongsangs who were in junior high school who would be eating like 12 cherry tomatoes for lunch. I mean, they're still growing at that age, you know, but they're
Yeah,
so
that's not
stressed by
good.
weight. So they're always eating chicken breast salad and
Yeah.
like tomatoes at
Yeah.
that age. And I
And
felt
then,
so bad.
You know what happens? Their stress like blows up, and then they go to the bathroom and hide and like eat something
That's
else.
what we
Yeah.
did. Every
Yeah.
time we
Like-
came back to the dorm from
Yeah.
practice, we would buy like 10 packs of rice cake and we would just shove it down before our manager came.
That's worse.
Like,
Yeah.
no,
That's
that's what
worse
it
for
does
you,
to you.
yeah.
You go
Yeah.
crazy.
No, also if they're gonna make people lose weight, they gotta teach them how to do it properly.
I
You know,
know.
but they're
Yeah.
just like
Healthy.
Starve.
eat leaves
Yeah.
Yeah.
and don't do anything else.
They
Okay.
say it's unprofessional to
Look. chubby.
gain weight. You're someone who's supposed to be on stage, dancing,
Yeah.
looking good, and
Oh.
you know, if you gain weight, they're like
Yeah.
nobody really wants to see that. Before we get on with the rest of the episode, we'd like to thank our sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a platform where you can match and speak with a professional from the comfort of your home, all within 48 hours of registering. It's an alternative to in-person counseling, and if you think you may need help with paying for their service, there's options for financial aid that you can find on their website. So check to see on their website in case you're qualified. And if you want to try a different counselor from the one you matched with, BetterHelp lets you switch over for free. There are many different counselors that specialize to suit your specific needs, whether it's anxiety, stress, or depression. I love being able to talk out how I'm feeling and knowing that I'm being heard by someone ready to help. If you need more opportunities to sort those types of feelings out, I suggest checking out BetterHelp as a potential new option. I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/getreal10. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/getreal10. Okay, now back to the episode.
So when you guys were a trainee, the weight was the biggest issue. Was it the hardest part to keep up?
Oh, it wasn't even that hard for me. I had fun doing it because it was like my first time dieting. So I was like,
Yeah.
this is pretty fun.
So what was the hardest thing to do when you were in a trainee? Waiting for debuting, I guess. No? Right?
I mean, I think ours would tie in to being a foreigner,
Okay. Missing
Oh.
people.
missing people, learning about the culture,
Not knowing.
not knowing much. Because I mean, the thing with K-pop is a lot of it is artist development, right?
You're right.
So they train you, they tell you to diet, they tell you to do this, they put you through, they send you to the hospital to go through, more procedures for your face and whatever. So in the States, I feel like it's a little bit different. They look for people who already have the talent, like how you were on American Idol.
Exactly.
But here, they see potential from something that's at 0 right now.
And then trying to pull it up.
And then they try to put it to 100. So I think that's really different. And I think it's also like to a certain degree, I feel like it could be really toxic because you're using the angle where it's like, hey, you want to be famous?
Yeah.
Do you love music? It's not even do you love music? Do you love dancing? Do you love performing? It's
Yeah.
do you love fame? Like
Do you want
come
to
with
be
us.
on TV?
It's almost literally selling your soul, and then you get put through all these like crazy, procedures and everything I just said. It's just like, damn, like
Yeah.
I guess, but
Yeah.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like that's a huge part of K-pop. The
Yeah.
development part is just so
Development
big.
part. Yeah. So
No, speaking of like
yeah.
the face procedure stuff you were talking about, I heard, like, I don't know about anymore, but back in the day, I heard there were like a lot of companies that were like, oh, like if you want to debut, like you have to get surgery.
They made it
Yeah.
mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long was your training years? Remember?
I trained from late 2011, early 2012 till the last month of 2016. So
Oh, so
around
it's-
4 to 5 years.
넌 좀
Wow,
오래됐네.
It wasn't too short.
How about Ashley? Ashley's been 4 or 5 years too.
No, I trained in Q for exactly a year, and then I went to Polaris. And before we debuted, it was around like 6 months, so a year and 6 months.
Nice.
shorter
Look at
than
you.
me.
All right.
Damn.
Ashley.
Dang.
Yo, dude, my training process sucked.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh my goodness.
I got lucky.
ours combined is still shorter than his.
I know what the hardest part was the last year.
Oh.
Well, because I'm 24, and mind you, all my friends back in the States, they're all getting their jobs now. They're big
Yeah.
boy jobs. They're out of
Yeah.
college, which I couldn't graduate to. So I'm just like, shit, I need to
I
make
need a
money
job.
doing
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Debut me or throw me away. I didn't know why I was there. So I grew some, and then I was just like, hey, let me out the company.
Yeah.
I need to leave.
Yeah.
I'll do music by myself. I'm not gonna run away to the States, so I'll pay you back all the training fees. Just let me out.
Really? Really? Were you gonna really pay all that money? It's
Well,
going to be expensive.
I know, but I mean, I felt like I would have probably been happier trying to do that and then end up in a different company or a hip hop label.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, and then just try to do the rapper route. But she was like, my Tepyo, my CEO was like, give me a month,
Yeah.
and then 2 months later I debut.
Nice.
I was just like, yes,
Nice.
Wow.
It's a card.
that's card.
I feel like in the past, people did kind of look down on K-pop idols because they called them like puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back then, when they performed, it was mainly just lip syncing,
Yeah.
and they just kind of danced a little bit. It wasn't even like full on dance. They called it yultong, which is like kids
Yeah.
dance, little choreographies, and they would just kind of be there
Yeah.
looking pretty. But that's definitely changed now because
A
there's
lot
so
more.
many talented people.
Exactly.
And-
Yeah. And they like compose and produce their own stuff
Mhm.
now
Yeah.
too and
Yeah.
everything.
And
I know.
Feel, yeah. And I feel like the biggest difference between back then and now is that how you put it. Back then, it was all about gangsters.
Yeah, it really was.
It really was.
Gangsters ran that.
So let's just talk about a little bit of a state side. So when you're in state, you need, if you want to become a singer or a professional singer, you need like we call it 4 triangle, which is agency,
Mhm.
label, management, and sometimes lawyer plus PR, or you call it publicity or whatever.
Right.
If you don't have 4 of them, it's really low for you to make a great singer.
Mhm.
So all of the 4 different angles are working for you, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest part as a singer you need in state is label. Label picks song for you. Label picks everything for you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even though you're a singer-songwriter, you go up to the label and then you get confirmed from the labels.
Right.
Because label has so much backtrack of the producer and everything, and they match you with the producer that could work with you in the right
Right.
way. And that's how states' musics are so much 뭐라 그러지? Far away from ours because they talk about music with people who knows about music.
Yeah.
근데 the problems with Korea back then, 이거 이제 4 different angles in Korea, but in Korea, they all combined this together
Yeah.
in one building and like sandwiched. We call this total management. It's a total management, but I don't think it's a good thing. It comes from Japan.
Yeah.
Total management라는 게 자판에서 온 건데 everyone had a different job, but the powerful department from total management was management.
Right.
Management people who managed a lot of different talks about music. So it's like literally a nurse comes up to the restaurant and trying to cook. Let's just put it that way. So managers became the head of every department.
Yeah.
Choose BM to sing this song and all that. That's what happened back in the day. And most of the managers back in the day in 1990s until literally 2000, they're all gangsters.
Yeah.
98 to 7%.
Yeah.
And 그렇지 않은 사람들이 starting to show up.
Yeah.
And all this other artists came up and right producer clicked in talking with the right singers who knows about music. So JYP was one of them. He was a singer, great producer, produced a great singers. SM was part of it too. YG was part of it too. People think YG is not a singer. As you all know, YG confirms everything, but he has a great producer called Teddy.
Yeah.
Right.
So Teddy confirms a lot of things, as you all know. And if Teddy says go, we go, right?
Yeah.
So, and again, big hit, Bang Siok was
Right.
the producer.
Right.
So if the producer makes the track and choose the song for you, that's when it shines. But in Korea, when management picks the songs for you, that's when you crack.
Yeah.
When I first sell you the song, Peniel, remember that B2B?
The
That was
Christmas song.
Christmas song. And that's when your A&R team requests me to write a Christmas song. But 홍승성 회장님 confirmed it.
Yeah.
So I feel like only successful company that got confirmed by management was Cube. 거기밖에 없어. Other than other companies, I can't find any companies who's doing good by making a decision from a management.
Right.
그거 되게 힘들어. And I feel like Korea K-pop nowadays is transitioning to that phrase right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't changed that yet, you're really, really late right now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really what's initially. I think what you're saying is you're listening to what the music professionals are saying.
Exactly.
You know.
And a lot of times these days, the artists themselves will actually make the song.
Yep.
Exactly.
And then they'll
Yep.
take it to the company, and then the management will pretty much pick between
Yeah.
one of the songs that they wrote. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, we got a question from Reddit user Luxurial. All right. Hello, everyone. I tried to find the right place to write this, but if there are any problems, please tell me. Sorry for my bad English since my mother language is Korean.
Nice.
It's all good. I'm Korean and work for a K-pop company. We already have a girl group. I think they are sort of well known in the K-pop industry, but not actually in Korea.
She in the business.
Oh shoot, okay. But we are really working hard for this group. I'm sorry that I can't tell which group we are taking care of.
I know.
Understandable.
I know which group.
Nowadays, many K-pop groups are trying to set strong marketing strategies. If you are the one who makes K-pop groups, what is the most important thing to consider? And what is the most interesting YouTube video you have seen about K-pop these days? I know heavy and neat performances is the point that attracts international fans, but any other points?
What do you think, guys? You guys are
Ooh.
internationally famous.
Sheesh.
What do you think Card actually did doing really well in the States?
Card was a miracle.
Yeah?
Card was a miracle. You know what's crazy about Card? The amount of money that was invested for the first couple projects and the level of expectation that we had was really, really low.
Yeah.
Both of those. no one thought we would have made it like that. We were kind of the let's see how they do. If they don't do well, let's just kind of brush them to the side. We were like that.
Oh damn.
You know, we were kind of gonna be the ones that they were just gonna not throw away, but just we'll take care of you later type things. Is what I felt. For us, we were a miracle because the amount of numbers we did when we first came out was the amount of numbers you can do if you have a lot of side money invested.
Yeah.
And there, from my understanding, we didn't have that.
Right.
So we got really lucky in the beginning. And I think there were other factors, the fact that we were co-ed, but now I feel like to have a successful group, there's a crazy amount of not only money, but promotional stuff that initially is money that you need to invest in each comeback, in each group. Yeah. The more coverage, the better.
Yeah.
You need to have him on every news article, every forum, every, TikTok is huge nowadays.
And I feel like pretty much you're summing up the publicity pretty much.
Yeah,
Publicity is just huge. Marketing, publicity, and there's so many ways that you can, market or whatever your artist these days.
Yeah.
You just gotta find the right ones. Find the ones that are kind of blowing up.
Yeah.
Get them on that.
Yeah.
Like internet content is huge
For
too
sure.
because of Corona these days, So there's no and it's like if you think about it, like the 음악방송 views, they're actually not that high. It's like
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
really low right
1%
now.
or something like that, like less than 1%. So it's like
It's more for fans.
yeah, it's more
Yeah.
just for fans. But if you're kind of focusing on like, how do I get them like well known?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like internet content,
Yep.
news
Digital.
articles,
All digital,
TikToks, like
yeah.
all this stuff. You kind of got to get them out there.
Yeah. You need digital coverage.
Yeah. I feel like
Solid.
Car did really well in States because you guys had a great songs.
Yeah.
People don't recognize not much as in Korea
Yeah.
because the level of audience who's listening to the songs
Yeah.
back in States, they are really well trained to listen to music.
Yeah.
But in Korea, they're trained to sing along with the music.
Right.
But Car song is such a good song to listen to.
Right.
So back in States, I feel like people understood Car's music. And I think that's that's why it's doing well in
Yeah.
States.
Didn't you guys blow up in like South America too, right?
Yeah.
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 Brazil, Mexico, Chile.
So to answer this question, it's really just simple. You gotta have to find. I mean, the PR things makes perfect sense, but you need to find a great music
Oh,
producer.
yeah, obviously.
And then make a good music, and
Yeah.
then it's automatically going to blow up if you
Yeah,
actually have a
yeah.
good content.
That has to be like
That's
the basic,
yeah.
of what you have.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Even
Good-
if you do all that PR and stuff, and then people look you up and you got like shitty music, they're
That's
gonna be
gonna
like,
suck.
Exactly.
um,
It's so unprofessional sometimes, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I hate this so much. Like sometimes company just overtake the power,
Yeah.
and this management who doesn't have any idea about music comes up to the table and pick the next project.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense for me.
No, I remember. I mean, he's out of our company now. Thank goodness, because I didn't really like him. But when we first debuted, our members are like goofy as hell.
Yeah.
We love doing like funny stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember we were doing funny stuff, and the VP came up to us and was like, "Hey, like you guys have to have like a serious image. Like you can't do that funny. Like stop doing that."
Yeah, that's
And then
that's
like
stupid.
our like video production team, Nuna, got like in trouble too. He was like, "Why would you upload that?" Like blah blah blah. blah. But then our funny stuff started kind of blowing up on like
Yeah.
community
Yeah.
sites and
Yeah,
like
they
other
did.
stuff, right? And then that's when we started kind of getting recognition.
yeah.
All of a sudden, comes back and he's like, "Hey, do more funny." I'm like, do more funny.
Wow.
He's like, "Hey, it's doing well on the community stuff." He's like,
and
That's what, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Hey, bro, all that is leverage.
"Yeah, dude."
All that is leverage. Like,
It's like-
we told you.
Yeah, but it's like what you said. He would literally, it'd be like managers, and they're all just like looking online, like what's blowing up and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, wait, B2B's like funny stuff is actually blowing up." And then he would come back. He's like, "Hey, like try this." And he would bring the stupidest stuff
Yeah.
that he thought was funny.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you go Ukiji, like this is funny, right?" And then the members and us, like, since he's like the 부사장님, he's the VP.
You just named him.
He's the VP. Oh no, not now. Not
Okay,
now.
okay,
Not
okay.
now. Not
All
now.
right, Peniel.
Yeah. He got fired a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you know, he would like come and then since he's like the 부사장님, you know, we'd be like, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, like shoot this and upload it later. And we'd be like,
그러니까 이게 문제야. Since BTS became number one, everyone thinks that they could do well in States. Or everyone starts to think that they could make a girl or boy group. They feel like they could be part of the K-pop looking like, 이건 되게 쉬울 것 같아서. The one guy just get an investment and all investors all together and make a music. Do you think that's gonna go fly? No, it's gonna crack. And who actually becomes the victim? The trainees or the artist. Because they have no idea. Some days, literally, I feel like 99% of the time, company have no idea what they're doing. And 1% of the time, artist saves the day or the music producer saves the day. I think that's been the story of K-pop.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So watching this, guys, get yourself a great producer.
wait, so okay, then
Alright,
get luxurial. Get yourself a good producer.
Yeah.
Good producer and good talented artist. Oh wait, they already debuted. I hope your artists are super talented.
I mean, who's not really famous in
yeah.
States nowadays in Korea? Like everyone's
No.
famous in States.
Oh, they're famous in this like overseas,
not
but not that
famous
well
in
known in
Korea.
Korea, huh?
Oh, there's so many groups like that though.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Alright.
yes. So
That's it? Oh,
Yeah,
that's so short.
good basics, right? Make sure you know you guys got good songs, good producers,
True.
talented artists, and then good PR.
Yeah.
I just feel like to sum up today's thing, 자기 일을 열심히 하면 되는 것 같아요.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you do your part,
Do your
Yeah,
part.
do
Do
your
your
part.
part. Do
Yeah.
it right too.
do it right.
Do your part. Do it right.
Don't
And-
overpower.
And trust the professionals.
That's it.
If you're gonna pay them, trust them.
But the thing is, in K-pop, like everyone thinks they're professionals.
Exactly.
So that's also a problem. But
yeah.
once again, know your part too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know
Okay.
your place.
Yeah,
It's
know
not-
your place. Know your place. Anyways, it is time to wrap up. Do you have any upcoming projects or anything? Or
Me?
Yeah, any new song releases? that
Well,
you
I'm
plan on
releasing.
doing?
I'm not releasing. Releasing a songs, of course, but I'm releasing a book on
You're releasing a book.
Book.
Yep.
When is that coming out?
August.
August. All right.
gosh.
Goody.
Well,
Yeah.
what's your Instagram ID?
Heejun Han.
Heejun,
Han Heejun.
something like that. You could type my
Heejun
name and it'll
something.
show. I'm not really on Instagram.
Oh, you know, do you use Twitter then, or
No, I'm not huge.
what can
He's
like
not
your
very
fans
active.
follow you on
You don't have to
whenever you
follow- you don't have to
update
follow
something?
me.
Listen to his
anything.
TBS radio show.
All right, listen to his radio show.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he'll talk about when the book is actually gonna come out on there. No,
His phone number is 0101.
just hit him up. Just hit him up. Yeah, anyways,
Yes, yes, yes.
book in August. Anything else?
The movie's coming out soon. The
Movie?
The one that I wrote as a script.
Wow.
Shooting right now, and
Oh, that's what you meant by writing. What
and
the?
it should be on
Oh.
a screen around the end of this year.
Korean movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dang,
I hope
okay.
it does well.
All right,
I think
all
it's
right.
gonna go on not on the theater, but maybe on Netflix because no one
Oh.
actually release a theater movie
Okay.
nowadays.
Yeah, that's
Right,
true.
cause no one really wants to go to like a movie
True.
theater either.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, I
And
will.
we need to have you back. Today was too short.
I know what the
Yeah.
hell is going on.
We need to do part 2 K-pop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's have you
let's
back
have
when
you
when
back.
the music is not music.
The
The
book?
movie in the
Or
book
the movie,
or-
Yes, please
No,
come
I will be
back.
too busy for that.
Okay, then bye.
Gonna be too busy for a podcast. Damn. All right.
All right, guys.
We don't want to promote your either. Damp. Anyways,
Stay updated.
he's not on
the show.
SNS, so find a way to find his stuff, I guess.
Yeah, look
you
me
gotta
up.
hunt him down. Han Heejun, that's his name.
That's me.
All right. Anyways, if you wish to stay updated on the show, though, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Dive Studios. Full episodes will be up on youtube.com/divepods. And once again, follow and review this podcast. Good reviews only, 5 stars only. And yes, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Yeah, bye.
Hey, did you like this video? If so, click the subscribe button.
And make sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video.
And listen to the entire audio episode on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.